Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. So, the UN recently released a report stating that the number of people at high risk of famine has increased from 27 million globally in 2019 to 44 million as of now. Now, first of all, let's draw a distinction here. There is a huge difference between food insecurity, which means food is available, but people cannot afford it thanks to capitalism, and famine, which means that it doesn't matter how much money you have, the food just is not there for you to purchase. It is not available. And famine, food insecurity, as people waiting in line for food banks and stuff like that, or getting food stamps. Famine is what you see happening in Yemen right now. And millions of people die every year globally because of famine. So this report came out before a report that was just released from Russia that they are considering suspending all food exports for 3 months, beginning today. Now, the conflict between Russia, pardon me, what the heck is that? The conflict between Russia and Ukraine may play a part in the UN report, but I've been reporting on this for some period of time now, that adverse weather events globally have been causing problems for several years now. You know, 2-3 years ago, China, 2 years ago, China had a problem not only with weather events, but also with a plague of locusts, and so did South America. In addition, Australia had a plague of mice that were destroying all of their crops. This, before this announcement from the UN, very recently, Australia was hit with massive flooding, which has destroyed many hectares of crops there. We've still got a mega drought going on in the entire western United States. And we have had a shortage of fertilizer, which has been becoming increasingly critical, largely due to an alleged oil shortage, which is a complete fabrication. So this is one of the effects of capitalism. Why did they cut production of oil in 2020? Because of alleged decreased demand, and when so much of that could have gone into fertilizer production. It's because, well, look at the price, what fertilizer is available. Look at the price of it. It has increased substantially. So this is a capitalist crisis where the fertilizer is concerned. So, and nobody can deny this. Look at how much your grocery bill has gone up. Well, you can expect it to go up substantially. Where the conflict between Ukraine and Russia is concerned, Russia and Ukraine account for 30% of global grain production. So nothing is being exported from Ukraine, and now Russia is considering suspending all exports of grain for 3 months. So the risk of famine and food insecurity has increased substantially. The UN put out a report toward the end of last year that food prices globally have increased by 30%. And that was before any of this began between Russia and Ukraine. So we have got a very big problem that I've been drawing attention to for several years now. And nothing has been done to rectify it. Instead, what are we doing? Now, as far as sanctions are concerned, sanctions don't work. Look at what has happened. I mean, they keep on saying that that the sanctions on Russia are going to work. North Korea has been under U.S. sanctions, trade embargo, since the 1950s. Cuba has been under trade embargo by the United States since the 1960s. At one time, the United States had a food embargo on Russia, which in response, Russia developed their agricultural sector, which led to them being the world's leading grain exporter. So we're putting all these sanctions on Russia. Well, this grain export is one of their major forms of income. But they're firing back with this. It's probably more that they want to make sure that their food supply is secure in the near term, possibly even in the long term. If they suspend any exports for 3 months, they can extend that suspension indefinitely. And what does that mean for the rest of the world? We've got major problems. The United States has this idea that somehow that we are secure and we can produce everything that we need, but look at how much food that we import from other countries. If other countries are having shortages, then they can suspend all food exports right now. I forget who, but one country is suspending exports of palm oil. So there's another problem. The European Union just announced that they have no more than a 60-day supply of sunflower oil, which is a major thing. You say you can replace it with other kinds of vegetable oils, but can you? If you could, why aren't you doing so? So this is a big issue, and it's something. There needs to be a peace agreement reached between Russia and Ukraine. So It's more important than weapons sales and putting nuclear weapons in Ukraine. It's far more important. Anyway, share this video, talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.